Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Uh, this video is created for the team. I will try. I write down. I already wrote what I wanted to tell you today, and convert them to real English. I hope, because otherwise, maybe it will take hours. The reason of this video is to announce to you the next day, to give you to understand that what you know so far will change. Of course, until things change, you continue as you are. This is out of question. But what you have to change is a way of thinking in many things. For a last time, I'm asking you to open your eyes, your heart, and your soul, and listen carefully what I'm about to say. Before I start reading what I already noted to inform you, you have to know one thing, that um, in order to clear what happened here, why we are in this position today, and what really happened with us, I have to go to the past. And to the past, the decision maker was Namdi. Namdi is not with us. And under other circumstances, I will not touch this issue, but unfortunately, I have to touch it, and I will do so for long, until all pending issues are over, until my money are located, until my company takes the money that the students paid in threat analysts, and they are still there, and until everything come in a balance. Unfortunately, I will talk about all these things, but this doesn't mean that the part of Namdi that I love, it's not there. It's always there. So, but as my mother was telling me my faults, and she was screaming to me sometimes, I'm enforced to do the same, but not as a father. Let's say in brackets the word I say, of course, because I wasn't the father of Namdi. Namdi had the father. But as the CEO of the company and the president of the company. So, in order to not lose time, I will start. I have to announce you also the new director of the company, and many more things that probably you don't expect. Many surprises will follow the next time. For people who don't like me, will be only negative, bad surprises, and painful for some. For those who deserve to be like that, because it's not possible. Me, I'm not used to be a victim. I'm not. I'm not also a predator. But when somebody try to victimize me, I react, and I don't react good. I react bad. Is I look like one, and I am how we say, don't poke the bear, because I look like one. I have the fat of the bear as well. So anyway, um, try to understand my message. And as I'm saying now, I will talk as a CEO of a group that it was misused, and probably also illegal activities was happened. So anyway, I proceed now by saying the following. First of all, I hope this message to find you well. I feel it's necessary to share some updates, and I believe conveying them through a video will be more effective than a voice recording. Because I know voice recordings many times you don't even listen to them. So in this video, I will only be discussing my observations and experiences since the day Namdi was appointed as my senior vice president, focusing on the challenges we currently face. I won't delve into the positive aspects he brought, Namdi brought, as those are well known and acknowledged. There is no reason to say about the positive things. We all know the positive things. While my sentiments and the respect for Namdi prevent me from adopting strictly CEO-like approach, strictly CEO-like approach, it's imperative to clarify that the current situation stems from decisions I did not endorse. I granted Namdi the authority to suggest changes across sectors, but did not delegate overall decision-making power. Unfortunately, this seems to have been misunderstood, leading to unimproved appointments, company formations, and other significant decisions. Namdi's choices, though initially appearing successful, have resulted in substantial issues such as a current struggle to attract students, for example. His decisions, like using other companies' logos and gifting our businesses to external entities, have created unforeseen complications. I will remind you, it was a period that most of you had logos of other companies to your WhatsApp profile. As a WhatsApp profile picture, you was using it, you was using logos of other companies. And first time I saw, I was, angry, very angry. I said, what happened with those people? you know, for who they work, how many industry spies we have in our company. So Namdi didn't see in this direction, but in business, there are not many directions to see some actions. Moreover, the promise of transferring 50% of the profits to cover my share, because this was the agreement. The agreement was 50% of the profit will come to me and 50 to him. Has not materialized since Namdi's passing. I have engaged a Nigerian lawyer to investigate and, if necessary, take legal action to collect and retrieve these funds. So this means some tens of thousands of certificates were issued, and for these tens of thousands of students who took these courses, I received not 10 of thousand. And I'm not talking for the Swiss courses that the profit was zero. All the money Namdi was sending to me, it was for the expenses. Okay, so anyway, I will not go to this more. I will try to stick to my writings. I acknowledge Namdi's positive qualities, but also recognize his vulnerability to manipulation, ultimately impacting decision making. In moving forward, before I proceed in this, I have to tell you that, in my own words, that Namdi was a very nice soul, very nice guy. but it was very easy to be manipulated by evil people. And I will say that one day he came to me and he told me that he was very bad psychologically. And I think I noted once, or minimum once or twice, this. And he told me that from someone or someone's who trusted a lot, he was completely disappointed. He was devastated. So this by itself, it proves that he was vulnerable to manipulation, even though he was in intelligence and deception. He was also a skill that he knew very well. So in order to move forward, I have appointed a director. The director will be a real director. This means that he is already authorized by me to represent me in wherever we need representation, because ISOSEC in Nigeria and in other countries of the region, but especially in Nigeria, will get all its licenses and will be something great. Trust me in this. It will be something great. So far, ISOSEC wasn't treated properly. So far, ISOSEC was a good way to make money. Okay, but it's not how rich people became rich. Rich people does not become rich by trying slaughter the only cow they have and eating it. First, they make a lot, and when they make a lot, then they can start eating meat as well. So instead, so far, to check all the licenses, to make partnerships, to make things that will help us to boost our job and go forward, what we did was we were supporting sporadically business that belongs to competitors. And you will understand that you will see this is completely true, because I don't know how we will collaborate in the future, but with those who will not collaborate, and sometimes it's not my decision, it's their decision, as it seems, you will see what will happen in the future. Will be only competitors, and bad ones also, that they will do their best to remove some from our good reputation. So anyway, the tactic so far, this exactly was showing that we didn't want ISOSEC to be great. We want us to make money, be strong, and do our own business. But it didn't happen. So I'm very happy and very proud to inform you that from today, Mr. Peters Udeagu is the director of ISOSEC in Nigeria. And I will dare to say that Mr. Udeagu will be the first director in Nigeria. Of course, I don't expect from him to give up his business and do only my business, because in such a case, probably we will both fail. And this means that I will always keep the the control and the final word in ISOSEC. But Mr. Udeagu is my appointed and fully trusted Nigerian director who will be also legally director of my company, will be officially director of my company. He will not be shareholder of my company because Isosec in Nigeria, Isosec Nigeria Limited will have only one shareholder, myself. And this was also a proposal of Mr. Udago. This shows that some people, they have clear mind and clear thoughts. They want prosperity without to come and eat your cow. It's possible to have both cows to produce tons of milk and be rich with this way, without one to kill and eat the cow of the other one. Something that it's not well known to many people. And I will not say in Nigeria, to many people around the world, because unfortunately, most of the people, they love easy money, and they love even more money that don't belong to them. Others, they worked hard for this money, but not in our group anymore. So I would like to ask you to support his role. And you have to know that behind of his actions will be my orders, because I will never give, in my language, we say a blank check. It's a check that you can write the amount, you can write the date, you can write whatever you want. So I will never give a blank check to anyone ever again. And this is nothing to do if Mr. Udagu deserves it or not. Probably Mr. Udagu deserves it most of many people I know. I'm not talking about Nigeria, I'm talking globally. But this is how the things should be, because also bad coincidences happen. Also, enemies are around that they can manage to say something or to do something and look like somebody else, the trusted person did it, or I don't know what else. So that's why I will keep the control, so nobody will be able to harm me anymore. And I'm not talking about Mr. Odeago, I'm talking for others that I know I have lots of enemies. So as we move forward, I empathize the need for transparency and commitment. Those who choose to remain in the shadows and undermine the team will be phased out. The upcoming line event of December 6th, 7th, and 8th is crucial, and urge all of you to participate, because there you will see FBI special agents, you will see vice chancellors, you will see our new era. You will feel it, you will smell it. Even though I'm not opening all my cards yet. I'm not opening all my cards yet because I know many from this team. Tomorrow, and tomorrow is after 15th of January, will not be with us anymore. Except if suddenly, with this message, they change their mind and they change their tactics. So I know people digging on me. I know there are people who sabotaging me and trying to destroy the team. And to those people, I have to say only one thing. Don't try. The team is destroyed before you. because the team had different direction, wrong direction. It was a fault of the team. If I believe, if I was believing, if I believed that it was a fault of the team, none of the team will watch this video now. Hmm? To me, after 15th of January, I will be the captain of the ship that is called Isosec and the Fokianos Group, F Group in Nigeria. I will be the only captain, and I will be the responsible for the good and bad things, not the team, because the team I will have then, it will be my decision. Okay, so if we have people who don't belong to us, not necessarily are bad people, not necessarily are useless people, not necessarily are whatever other bad word I can think to say, but not necessarily, it's not always possible everybody to be able to collaborate with everybody. Some people, they need different way of management. As someone told me that Namdi in the past, he was using lots of deception tactics to motivate and manipulate in a good way or not in a good way the team in order to produce. And my reply to this is not good. This, you do it if you want. When you manipulate someone is because you want to scam someone. You understand? It's not because you want to make someone to work. There are different reasons and different motives the people who work they have to have in order to produce and not to be manipulated by their CEO or their vice president or their leader, whoever is this one. And the question is, it was leadership that was happening in Nigeria in the near past, because leader, you can be in something you created. You are not able to be a leader in something somebody else created, somebody else invested, and somebody else spent life. Because even these moments now I spend to make this video, and these moments you spend to watch this video, this is a part of your life that you spend. When I spend thousands of hours, then it's not good somebody else to be a leader with my investment. Because to be a leader, you can succeed or you can fail. And if you fail and you lose the investment of others, this is not good. It's not good. And at the end of the day, you can be a leader if it is to be a leader to something that somebody else owns, only after the approval of somebody else. So this is not a leadership, but many people fall in this trap because when you have business, people follows, not because you're leader. People follows for the money, for the job. You see what happened in our team? Don't try to tell me different things, please. That, oh, no, we was working for Namdi because we loved him and so on. No. Nobody was doing this job because of love. Nobody was doing this job because of somebody convinced them to come. No. Because if it was true, then first we will pay all facilitators the money we own, and then we will take the commissions. To come to me, we will not have a motive to sell if we don't take commissions. It means we will not have motive to sell if we don't have the commissions. So please, let's cut the rubbish between us and let's be truthful. So, to me, this is a reality, and it's not bad. It's not bad. This is the truth. with promises and leaders. The pot in the kitchen does not have food inside, and the stomach pains and the children crying if there is no food. Huh? Manipulation and so on doesn't work. Does not work. And definitely didn't work in this team that it was not only good paid, it was a scandal. Scandal. You know why? Because we had Nigerian um, prices, Nigerian students, and European commissions. How this goes? The money that Namdi promised, it was more than the money that um, anyway, I don't want to go back to this. Um, it was my decision. You know, you remember what happened with the movie The Titanic? That the time the Titanic was sink, it was the time that the captain went to sleep. So while the captain was sleeping, the first officer on the bridge um, without any visibility, it was completely dark. Of course, they knew it was an iceberg there, but without to have visibility and then not electronics, nothing, he was overspeeding with a very, very big and heavy ship that he knew that was impossible to avoid a collision if something was come in on their way. It was going so fast for that period, especially, and for that technology, that even a metal barrel was able not to make it sink, but to make it to a very big damage. So instead, this first officer, to reduce the speed of Titanic, it left it um, and happened what it happened. So uh, currently we have lots of water inside, but because this captain is a little bit stubborn and because the ship is stronger than Titanic, we will survive. You know, many times in my life, I step back. You know, when I have serious problems, attacks, and so on, I step back, I collect power, and attack again. I never give up. Never, never give up. I never did that in my life, and I had failures. Not one, more than one, and all the times it was because I trusted someone. Different failures and different people and different actions, but it was always that. That's why I'm saying. So it took me long time. It took me 40 years to understand that if you are the captain, you have to have the steering always. Don't try to train others to be captains. Life will train them if you retire. It's not necessary you to train them because they can make so many mistakes that when you retire, it will not be any ship anymore because they will take it to the bottom of the sea way before, in front of your own eyes, as it happened with me, that I still have unpaid the money I took from a neighbor to pay my electricity. Something which is not an issue to be proud, but I did my role. My role, it was trust. So it wasn't me, the one who failed to do things. Anyway, I will not stick on this. As I said, Namdi was not experienced. This was my fault to to put on him things that he wasn't able to carry because exactly he wasn't experienced. This company of mine is the 10th, 11th company I had in my life. I was managing in my life. Not I had, because I was an owner all the times. I wasn't a shareholder all the times. I was an employee many times without shares, without even bonuses. I was a CEO and an employee at the same time. Madness, eh? Who will do that? I don't know if many people will do that. To have the legal responsibility without to get much money, but only a salary, good salary. But we're talking about prison if something goes wrong. Anyway, and it was also not his fault that people asking me sometimes, it's your fault because you're allowed to this, I don't know, partner of yours and to that colleague of yours. So I don't know what. I'm not talking now for Nigeria. I'm talking for the past. Because I was victimized more than one time. When you are not there to control the situation, it's on the hand of the other person to do whatever. Of course, will not stay like this. I have already one in prison who served 8 years in prison, and one who is about to be in prison from Europe. He's about to go to prison, not because of me, because of his decisions and his scams he did to the people, to the students. To me, he scammed me and he stole the students, he did all these things, and now he is about to pay the price. If he didn't do this to me, now it will be me who will have this problem. And trust me, I had the ways to fight it. Because, of course, if it was me, I will never allow him to promise what we don't offer. And by the way, to close this video, I have to tell you that it's a new regulation, not very new actually, but for us new because we know it recently, that prohibits the vendors of United Nations and everyone, not only the vendors, but everyone, to promote to their websites, to the brochures, to the flyers, the logo of United Nations. So all those who make courses, all those who make advertisements, all those who make anything, do not mention anymore United Nations. Do not use the logo of United Nations as well. The last thing we want is a lawsuit from the United Nations. And after this video, I have no responsibility anymore in this issue. From me, it's not allowed to go out something like this anymore. I say that also with messages. I will say it also with written messages. And that's it. So Mr. Dagu told me that he believes that we should keep the entire team united. And I replied to him, yes, it's something that generally speaking I like, but does not depend on me, depends on the team. not possible to be my team who, I'm not talking about all, of course, I'm talking for few, two, three persons. Somebody asked me, who are these people? And I will not say. I will not say who are these people. The system will take them out. So it's not possible to consider as my people those they spend more time to my competitors than to my group. And I'm not able to consider as my team those who talk with my competitors about how to destroy ISOSEC. And you know very well who you are, very well, and I'm watching you in the eyes this moment. And what I have to tell you is if you keep doing this, the eyes you will see will not be mine anymore. You will be my lawyers from Switzerland. And um, Swiss courts expenses are very high. Switzerland is very, very sensitive in the industry espionage because we're talking for this. And internal competition. So, and it's not hard for me to ask all the money I lost, um, some hundreds of thousands of dollars, from those who are fighting me in this unethical fight. So, you don't like me? No problem. I know you don't like me, and I will. Not all of you. I know that some you don't like me. And what I have to tell you is what Steve Jobs said in the past. If we wanted all of us to like us, then we mustn't make business. We have to start selling ice cream. Then everybody will like us if we start giving out ice creams. Okay, but here now we're talking about business, and it's sure many of you will not like me. But I have a role to play, which is a CEO's role, and I have a company to take to its excellence and to be prosper and known globally. And even though I don't put myself as a leader, the people will put this, not me, and the actions and what happened in the life of every person. When I have 30,000 followers, not social, but I have 30,000 from ISA and WBA, that I make them stop paying membership fees. And they appreciate that. Because the service I was giving to them, so they was giving me the membership fees, and they was taking actually, except some emails, nothing in return. And I sent a message to them, and I said, my friends, currently we're not able to give you anything in return. So I will completely understand if you stop paying your membership. No problem. And even though in the past I said, I will sue you if you keep my badge and you are not paying your membership, I didn't do anything because it was my decision to make them stop paying. Who do that? Huh? You know who do that? The one who has some kind, strange of leadership worries inside him. It says, I'm not able to lead these people to a trap, to a money trap. Understand? Because I'm ethical. Not everything for me is money. That's why many times lots of hyenas come around me, and the money I don't take, they jump and take, which is not correct. Not correct. Because sometimes they lose the control and they take everything, and it's stupid. This proves they're not smart, because when I am in the position to not have to pay my bills, then even if I'm completely stupid, but completely stupid, I will wake up and I will say, what happened here? I'm not able to pay my bills. I have to ask from my partners to pay the bills for a company that they had to get profits. And instead of profits, they have to pay from their pockets because somebody else steal the money. I don't think this can work. And we will find out what happened. Maybe it wasn't, maybe it's not a crime behind it. Maybe it was just a bad management. Maybe it was just a bad management because of no skills. But definitely the result will not be positive. Okay? And the blame is not to me. We will find out what happened because investigation will start soon. And the reason is that I have some suspicions in my mind about this money, and I had to give enough time so people to not be able to say, I was about to give you the money, because there are so many months. If you was about to give me, you had to tell me at least, because there is nobody can say, I didn't knew. What you didn't knew? You had the money, you took the money to keep them. You took the money for what? Now Namdi died. This is not Namdi's money. And if it was Namdi's money, do something with this money. Do something with this money. Come forward and say, I know you say you lost your money. Let's see if some of this money are yours also. But nobody said nothing. Shh, let's take the money. So now there is no excuse anymore. This is it. Thank you very much. And I would like to ask you, um, those who don't like me, those who don't want to work with me, those who was with me because they like the much money that was profiting and all these things, go. You are not welcome anymore. The others who want to have progress, and who want to be in something transparent, healthy, that will be able to see the job you do, and to see not only with eyes but also with actions, and pay you for this also, for the job you do. But how to pay you if you take everything. You have to pay me then, and me to be your employee. So commissions, momissions, all these things will change. All these things will change. And truly, I swear to the God, I didn't want to do any of this. Any. What I wanted was what I asked you. Push it. Let's bring business. Push it. We need it now more than ever. If it is ever to do something, do it now. You all stayed back and watching me sinking. So let's see what will happen. Now it's in the hand of Mr. Udiagu, because my decision, it was less than 3 to 4 persons from the entire team to stay, and all the rest to go. This was my decision. And those that I said to stay, they know who they are already. I told them already. They know who they are. All the rest, it was to go. But Mr. Deaku says to me, no, let's put the new bases, let's give a chance. And I said, more? And he said to me, yes, because not sure that everybody understood what exactly you want. Not sure if everybody, they believed what you said, because probably some people that are behind who digging and say other things for you. And I said, yes, this I believe, because I know at least two who are digging. I need at least two who do that. And I forgot to tell you, there are no titles. All titles expire 31st of um, December. Again, all titles expiring 31st of December. And 31st of December and after, we will give titles to the people in order to do their job, but the titles will be according to the job they will do. If they do nothing, they will not have a title. Why to have a title to do nothing? You know, I don't see any reason for that. I understand. You have to survive. You are busy. I know that. No problem. But let's be a little bit serious and don't fool ourselves in order to do the job. We can do the job without titles, but with agreements that soon as we proceed to prosperity, people would get the position they deserve, a position they will work for. Okay, because the order I gave to Namdi, it was one office, real office, in every big city of Nigeria, with at least one secretary to answer the phones and one manager. But the money gone for that. Who took it? We will find out soon. You see, somebody decided to slaughter the cow and eat the meat from a cow didn't belong to the person, didn't belong to him or to her, or to him and to her. Um, So, because I didn't slaughter it, and this cow was belonged to me, to nobody else. Thank you very much.